Hello guys and welcome to Outta Cop. Sorry I've not been around for the last couple of weeks, I do apologise, but I am back, obviously with a sort of trying to grow a beard. If it comes out how I want it to be, I'm going to be like the most beardish. Like I said, sorry I've not been around. How are you guys doing? Just before I start this video, I will bear in mind this is going to be a short video because I have ideas about the next video I want to do, so I need to ask you questions on this video to get the information that I need to know for the next video. Makes sense in my head, guys. I do apologise. But yeah, I hope you're all alright. Put down in the comments what you've been up to, what you think to Liverpool's current situation so far this season, what players you think have been underperforming, what players you think have been performing, what players do you think that need to be moved on, what players do you think need to be brought in. I think we all know what players need to be brought in, so maybe let's focus on the players that may want to see leave the club. But yeah, let me know exactly what you've been up to, let me know what you've been doing in your personal lives, let me know if everything's alright. Like I said, I've missed you guys, so now I'm back. Right, so the question is, what I want to ask is, obviously, Henderson's been getting a lot of criticism so far this season. Rightfully so. I've criticised him. I don't really rate him as a captain. I think he's a decent player, but to be a captain of the Liverpool Football Club is a big no-no. James Milner would be my captain out of probably that bunch of players for me. So if I had to pick a captain out of the squad that we currently have, let me know in the comments what captain or who should be the captain in the current squad for you guys. For me, it's James Milner. But let me go back to Henderson. So Henderson's been getting a lot of criticism. James Milner came in the Champions League against Maribor, albeit it's Maribor, put in a really good performance. I was actually amazed by his performance, and I don't understand why he hasn't been getting any game time. There's been talks of maybe James Milner wants to leave Liverpool due to the fact that he isn't getting game time, but I do know that Jurgen Klopp is a big fan of James Milner. So that's been on social media, so there's been this big argument for the last couple of days about drop Henderson and bring Milner into the team. Henderson deserves to be on the bench. He's done rubbish. Look what James Milner's done, and he's hardly played this season. He comes in and puts in a performance like that, which embarrasses the performances that Jordan Henderson's been putting in so far this season, which I agree with. So what I want to ask you is, who would your midfield three be? What is the best midfield three for Liverpool? I'm not too sure. I have an idea of where I want to go with it. Bearing in mind that we do have a lot of midfielders at the club. We've got Emre Can, Gini Wijnaldum, Jordan Henderson, James Milner, Phil Coutinho, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Marco Grujic, Ben Woodburn can play there. I'm sure I'm forgetting other players. I can't think off the top of my head, so if I forget any other than the midfielders, I do apologise. James Milner, did I put him in? Maybe not. So we do have a lot of midfielders there. Obviously, Emre Can's in the final year of his contract. It doesn't look like that he's going to sign a new contract, which for me is stupid business and doesn't make any sense for Liverpool to lose him on a free. I did put a poll on Twitter, little Twitter plug here. Follow me here, Outta Cop at Outta Cop at Twitter. I did a poll on there to say, do we give Emre Can a contract? Do we sell him in January, or do we let him go on a free in the summer? 70% come back say giving him a contract. And what I think the contract situation is, I think Emre Can wants a buyout clause and to be paid more money. For me, I think we should just give it him that, even if we only keep him for like another 6 months. At least we're in a better position, business-wise, to sell him. We've got the ball's more in our court because he's got a contract. So that's where that stands for me. But obviously, we got to take into consideration Emre Can might not be here. So then, do we take Emre Can out of the team to then put in a player that is going to be at the club for a longer time and maybe have a future at the club? I'm not saying that he doesn't have a future at the club, but I'm just saying there's the contract situation. Obviously, we've got Naby Keita coming in, so does that mean someone else comes out of the club? And you know, it's a crazy thing to have. Obviously, Coutinho still might leave in the summer. I pretty much guarantee that he will. So does Naby Keita come in for the Phil Coutinho role that would have been put into that midfield, but he has been playing out on the left wing, Coutinho, but that's due to Sadio Mane to give him a rest, and Sadio Mane being red carded and banned, and then Sadio Mane now being injured. So obviously we've got Oxlade-Chamberlain can play in the midfield and on the wing. So it's a crazy situation to have. It's probably a good situation to have these sort of players that can play in these positions, but that's probably the reason why I don't get paid, or we don't get paid millions to try and solve this problem out with the players to see who plays. But I want to do a more in-depth video after this regarding our midfield to see who do we send out on loan, who do we sell, who do we keep, or who do we bring in to, you know, sort out the team. Obviously we know the defence problems and we know who we need to bring in for that sort of stuff, but this is what I want to ask. Can you tell me, out of our midfield and who can play in the midfield, who you would loan or sell, anyone else that you would bring in, anyone that you would drop, and who's our best three? It'd be really interesting. It would really help me out for the next video because I'm going to get all our midfield players, I'm going to get all the stats, what they bring to the team, what they take away from the team, what they, you know, do they fit the mould of Jurgen Klopp, all that sort of stuff. It's going to be a brilliant video. I've just got to do a lot more research. I've been starting to research after the last 3 or 4 days. I'm pretty much there, but I've still got a bit more to get. But I just want to do a quick video to find out exactly what you guys think on the situation of what I've just said. So if you could put down in the comments exactly what you think, it'd be greatly appreciated. Help me out in the next video, and it'll also help me out where you guys are at, what players you value at the club and not value at the club. That's another interesting thing that I'd like to find out. But yeah, that sums up this video. If you could do that for me, that'd be greatly appreciated. And I'm back, so videos will churn out on the daily. I'll be doing a live stream later on this evening, so make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell and you get a notification for when I do the live stream. Also, if you haven't done that, make sure to follow me on Twitter at OuttaCityCop. I'll be putting out a tweet on there maybe 20 minutes to half an hour before the live stream goes on. Also, I'll put tweets on there, football related stuff, topics, game topics, you know, all that stuff. So just come and follow me, talk to me, have a conversation with me. We have a good laugh, we have a good family here, we have a good community getting built at Outta City Cop. I know I've not been on doing the videos for the majority of the time for the last 3 weeks. I am back. The top, I've finally got the t-shirts back with the Outta City Cop logo, so the next video you'll see me wearing that and I'll be showing off and doing a video on the top as well. Also, if you can remember in previous videos, I used to have my name across my arm here. Don't ask me why I did it. It's a stupid, immature thing. Anyone who's ever thinking about getting a tattoo, do not get your name put down on your arm. You will regret it. I had it for 13 years. It took me 13 years to cover it up. But we have it covered here. We have new stuff here, and we have a nice thing here as well. It's not finished. There's a few more sessions to do. Once it's finished, I'll come out and reveal it to you guys. And finally, I am happy to not have my name on my arm. I'm happy to be back on this YouTube channel, and I'm happy to be talking to you guys. So yes, hopefully I'll see you guys in the live stream later on this evening, so make sure to get your questions in your head to ask me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.